Hey y'all, welcome to Soccer Fitness WOD vlog number 3. So I'm a little sweaty right now, just finished WOD number 4, which consisted of 5 rounds of a 100-meter lunge with 45 pounds. I decided to up the ante and do 85 pounds. I just felt like that was really light for me, especially when it wasn't for time. After every set of lunges, followed by 10 burpees. So, sorry I'm sweating y'all. So really what I wanted to focus on today was just getting a good deep hip stretch, not trying to do this for time, making my burpees just consistent. So it felt really good. The lunges hurt after the first round. I felt like the weight was pretty good. Just it's a really difficult exercise. I was already drenched in sweat by the time I finished that part. The rest of the workout for the conditioning was followed by a 1 mile max sprint, followed by a 3 mile jog. So the purpose of that programming was just to get kind of a benchmark of where my speed's at for any of the athletes doing WOD number 4, kind of get a benchmark of where your speed's at, and then we'll reassess later as we continue the programming. So I finished my mile in about 7:46. Which by no means is spectacular. However, considering my body weight, which I weighed myself today, lost 3 pounds already in this programming, was at 232. I wasn't too upset with it. The 3 mile jog was really nice because I felt really sore. So it was kind of just nice to kind of get my legs moving, get the soreness out without really doing anything strenuous, but you're still getting some aerobic capacity, getting a little sweat on. So it was a really great WOD. A lot of things kind of been going through my mind that I've been discussing with the team as I've been following the program strict and the nutrition strict is that it's really important that based on your goals, you adjust the WODs accordingly or you email us for some advice. So for me, strength is really not a priority. It's really getting a lot of aerobic capacity, dropping some weight, and really more maintaining strength, or even if I lose a little bit, I'm not going to be too upset. So, which I kind of didn't follow that per se with increasing the weight in my lunge, but I just felt like it wasn't going to allow me to exert myself. In retrospect, I probably should have went 45 pounds maybe for 200 meters, and I think that might have been more beneficial. But either way, it was a good workout, and I'm not too upset with it. So as I've kind of continued to follow the programming, some of the things I've been dealing with is on the positive is I've already feel like obviously I've dropped a couple of pounds, but I just already feel better. It's been nice to kind of start kicking the ball around again, kind of getting ready for, my ultimate goal is to go to an open trial and just go and have fun and just see how my fitness is supported my playing and just kind of get out there and have some fun, which is all about it. As far as my career where it's been over for a while. Some of the cons that I'm dealing with is nutrition. I just feel that I don't have as much, I don't know how to put it, but just fuel really for my workout. So once I get in it, I'm fine, but just kind of getting started has been a little bit difficult, which I'm not kind of used to having. Also, too, my Achilles have just been a little bit sore. It just shows that although adding a little bit of weight while you're doing your fitness program to get some strength is not bad at all, but as much weight as I put on is definitely affecting my joints. So all it means is that my recovery is really important. So I'm making sure that I'm eating some good proteins, carbs after a workout. I'm foam rolling, icing, and listening to my body. For instance, I skipped WOD 2, I believe, because it incorporated more box jumps, and I did the WOD with all the box jumps previously, and it just felt like my Achilles probably wasn't going to be the best thing, so I just listened to my body and didn't do it. And I think that's the beauty of our programming, and you always can email us with questions, but you got to listen to your body, because at the end of the day, we want to increase your guys' careers. And so, got to listen to the kinks in your body. And there's a difference between really pushing through certain pain thresholds and then also just being smart. I also did the WOD the other day that I want to update you guys on was 50 box for strength was 50 box jumps, 100 squats, 50 more box jumps, and then we followed it with, I believe it was 6 rounds of 400-meter sprint, 400-meter jog, and then 400-meter sprint with a 2-minute rest. So that WOD was really, really difficult. The box jumps, I felt really explosive. I went at a good pace. I jumped up and stepped down just because when you think about what we're doing, being able to just bound up and down is not necessarily the most beneficial for our games. Really, it's just about being able to get up for a header and, think of a box jump. You explode up and you step on the box. And I just stepped down. I feel like there's just no need to put extra stress on my joints. I leave it up to you guys, but I just felt like it wasn't necessary. So I was able to finish that in about 12 minutes. Wasn't, again, going for time, but it was really just, I felt like I wanted to get my heart rate at a good pace. The sprints were definitely difficult, especially on my body weight, especially since I haven't been doing as many sprints. And what I'm noticing is that I'm catching my breath quickly, I'm recovering, but my speed just diminishes quickly. So I think that's going to be the focus for me, is just kind of getting my speed to be the same across all trials and mixing up the time demands. The exciting thing is that I just believe as my weight, as I start cutting more and more weight, that things are just going to get so much easier that it's almost like I'm wearing maybe a 50-pound a vest on. And so still gain speed, gain strength, gain capacity. It's like if you take it off, you're going to feel just superb. So I'm really excited for that. I followed that workout by 10 rounds of 10 scissors around the ball as fast as I can, and then a 100-meter sprint just to kind of work on speed. And then what's really important that I didn't put in the WOD is after I did my 10 rounds, for muscle memory, I like to take off ankle weights and do about 5 more rounds just without ankle weights. So your feet feel super fast. You get that muscle memory feeling that fast. So those went really, really well. My feet aren't as quick as they were maybe 10 years ago, but I feel like I can get that back. They also aren't incredibly slow either. So those have been my progress in the past 2 WODs. For the rest of the day, I'm going to enjoy Halloween. We're going to go out to lunch, maybe have a few beers, although not necessarily the most strict, but it is Halloween. Take my daughter out for some candy around the neighborhood, and that's kind of the plan. For tomorrow, for my WOD, was programmed as a 30-minute recovery row. What I think I'm going to do is just do a 30-minute recovery row and maybe do some foam rolling, just kind of get my muscles kind of smoothed out, and then I'll probably do an added 30-minute row just to kind of get my muscles moving. And just because of my goals, I just don't feel like I want that much rest. Speaking of rest, I want to add before I go is that, as mentioned on the website, is we don't program rest days. We may have active recovery days. Even then, it still may be not intense, but still be some hard work. And what we put on the website is to make sure that when you need a day off, you just take it, especially if you're not getting the individualized programming from us. So listen to your body, get some rest. Another question that I've been getting is, can I do some of these workouts during the season? I would highly recommend. I think you can do both, and I think you can still improve your athleticism while you're in season. I hear a lot about maintaining strength, or the games will keep your conditioning up, but it just kind of depends what your goals are. Especially, I feel like if you're in your senior year of high school and you're really looking to go to the next level, obviously especially if your team maybe is in the middle of the pack, really it's really more just training for your future goals. So you can definitely add our fitness programming to you. I would highly recommend that you reach out to us so we can get something really individualized, because a lot of times we'll program around your games. We'll definitely drop down the volume, but depending on what your goals are, we can still address those while in season. But it's just really important that you contact us and you get something really individualized. There's a lot of people out there who are going to say, no, you shouldn't be training this hard during season. But at the end of the day, it's really about, the research that we've done, and we just kind of stand by our product. We're open to criticism, but at the end of the day, the successes that you guys have on the field is what's most important. And if you feel like that's not applicable to you, by all means, feel free not to do it. But we've gotten a lot of great results with our clients. So yeah, so just hit us up if you have any questions. Email us if you want to do a demo WOD. Shout out to all of our support out there on social media. And be on the lookout by next weekend for our second WODcast, where we're going to have Alan Saracero, who used to play at Sac State, who's part of the SoccerFitnessWOD team, and he's going to kind of talk about his experience through utilizing our program and what's his roles in the website and kind of what our goals are. So thanks for all your support. Check us out coming up. Later.